Hi guys, it's Tracy from Stampin' Away with Tracy, and I want to show you how I created this cute little card. So, let's get started. This is from the bundle Above the Cloud, and it is a clear polymer stamp set. This is the stamps here, and they're clear polymer. And this is the punch that matches. Hot air balloon. Isn't that cute? So those are the bundle. Now, this is in the annual catalog, which is the big catalog. And it's on page 89 right here. And these are the examples. And this set is 10% off because you're going to get it as a bundle. So that's why it's 10% off. So you can order that. And I will have all the links below. And also, if you want to join my email list, I have a link below. And if you put your complete address on there, I will put you a catalog in the mail if you don't have a demonstrator. And if you put your email on there, I will add you to my email list. And if you give me your birth date, I will send you a handmade card. So it's kind of a threefer there. So I want to just get started here. And the first thing we're going to do is we have our cardstock. We're using Whisper White today. And we cut it at 5.5 inches this way. So we cut the paper in half and then we scored it at 4 1/4 from both ends. So that will put it directly in the middle. And that's Whisper White. Now, I'm going to show you how I did this background. Now, first of all, I want you to see how much dimension and interest is in that background. It kind of looks weathery. Can you see that? I just want you to see that, okay? I'm going to show you how we can do that. And you can use this technique on so many projects. This would be great for the backing of a scrapbook page. The colors that we're using today are Grapefruit Grove. Now, remember, Grapefruit Grove is retiring in June, and the retiring list will be coming out soon, and this will go fast. So if you love Grapefruit Grove like I do, go ahead and get your ink refill and your paper stocked up. The next one we're going to use today is Coastal Cabana, Granny Apple Green, and Pool Party. Those are the colors that I chose to use today on this card. So what we're going to do is, this cardstock is cut to 4 inches by 5 1/4. And this is technical, how we're going to make this background, guys. You open up your ink pad like this and lay it down. And you're going to swatch it across. You're going to drag your ink pad across your paper, or your paper across your ink pad. You see I'm doing this? Just like that. See how that looks? That's going to give like a layered effect of color. See how it gives that layered effect of color there? That's what that's going to give. So you just do one side, then you just do the other side. And you do random strokes across your ink pad so that you can get that layered a look on there. And you just keep doing it until it's done. Like I said, I told y'all, very technical. So, and it's just gives such a cool effect. And when I'm done, I'll show it to you. You just keep doing it until you get it covered with ink. You want it nice and covered. And the more you do the strokes across through there, the more layering effect it'll have. Okay, look at that. Isn't that cool? It looks like, you know, ink has been layered on, and it really hasn't at all. Did you see how simple it was? And that's all you do to do this background. Now, we had to do this first so it would dry. So, we're going to put our lid on. We're going to let that, and remember, that's Grapefruit Grove that we used. And we'll wipe off my surface because I don't want Grapefruit Grove everywhere. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we use the stitched rectangle shapes here. And we're going to use our pool party here. And we're going to make clouds. A beautiful card has lots and lots of layers. Lots of different interesting things. That's kind of how I think about it when I am creating a card. I try to do different layers, whether it be techniques, whether it be just interesting things. And I try to do several things on the card. There we go. See that? There's our card, our clouds on our background. Now we're going to let that dry and set that aside. The next thing we're going to create is our balloons. Now, the first balloon we're going to create is with the Granny Apple Green, which I have to tell you, I love this color. It's springy and it's a beautiful day out. I just love this color. So, we're going to do the solid one here and set it in. I don't want it really heavily in green. So, I'm just going to do a light tap like that because I don't want it to be totally solid. So, for that one, I want to do this one. This is a layering stamp set. And see how this one will layer on? Can you see that through there? Let me show you. Ink it, tap, 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 like that. Set it directly over it. Stamp. And I missed. So, let's try it again. It's not a big deal, guys, if you miss. You just try it again. It's just paper. Don't panic. Now, I'm going to pull this back out of the camera view, and it helps me to be directly over your image to get it directly on straight. So there you go. I got it on straight that time. So the next thing you do is take your punch, and you get it even, exactly where you want it. Here. You punch it out. Okay, we're going to set that aside. That's one. Now, the next one we're going to do, we're going to put our Granny Apple Green up. And we have to clean our stamps. So get out your chamois really quick. We're going to do our stamps. Okay, everything is clean. Okay, I love my chamois. I know it looks really bad, but it still works perfectly. It's a great bargain. I think it's $8 or $9 in the annual catalog. It's a great deal. The next one we're going to do with our Coastal Cabana. So, we're going to still get this same one. There you go. Now, see, I like the way that's swirly, that ink there. Isn't that pretty? I do like that. So this one, we're going to do a different overlay on this. So this is a two-step stamp, and we're going to give it an overlay. So I want to put a little more ink on there because I want it to stand out. Now I'm going to pull this back so I can be directly over it and stamp. Okay. See, I missed. It's not a big deal. Just get another sheet of paper. And when I made this one, it's funny. I made this one and I stamped them all out one time. It wasn't a big deal. So, you know, that's kind of how it goes on camera, guys. Okay, that one's perfect. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and cut this one out. And this is our Coastal Cabana. Okay. So we have 2 balloons and I want 3. So let's go ahead and get one more sheet, Whisper White. Close up our Coastal Cabana. And this one we're going to use Grapefruit Grove. So we're going to go ahead and clean this off on our chamois. I showed you all how to do that. Actually, if you all didn't know, you can actually, sorry, I didn't mean to shake the camera. You can actually store these in a blank case, and you also get these in the annual catalog, and it makes a perfect storage container. It's great. So, we've cleaned this one off, and we're going to do the Grapefruit Grove. So, got it. There we go. I really wanted it light. So see how light that made? So I really like that. Now, this one, we're going to do the banners across like this. This stamp set has so many variations you can do with these balloons. Lots and lots of things you can do. See how that did the banner? Isn't that cute? Okay, that's done. Punch it out. Now we have our 3 balloons. Okay, our 3 balloons are ready. I'm going to go ahead and put my ink up. Here. Got our ink right there. Now, really, basically, all there is to do is assemble this card. See how quick that was? You could do a lot of these. And I have to be honest, the sentiment I used on this is you're off to great places. I definitely am going to use this for a graduation card, probably for a guy because it's not really feminine. And you could do this in all different blues if you wanted to, if you don't like the Grapefruit Grove. If you think that's too feminine, do it in blues. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get our multi-purpose liquid glue. And we're going to put some glue on the back and we're going to adhere it. This is our first layer. Now the dimensions for this are going to be below. I also will list my Facebook page below if you want to come over and see what I'm doing there. I do a live video every Tuesday at 7. Actually, I did one last night, and it's posted. So I usually post it to the top of my page so everyone can see it. So, and it was on the new Ornate Garden. So it's cool. So you need to come and hop over and see that with me. Okay, there you go. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to layer this on, right, like this, with our clouds. So we are actually going to use some Stampin' Dimensions on here and pop this up, because that just gives it a little bit of height and a little more interest. So let's take the back off. That's all you do with that. Very simple. It's easy to do. And we're ready to put that down. There we go. Now that's on there. The first thing we want to do is put one of these, and we're going to put it about right here. But now this one I'm going to lay flat. So I'm going to put some multi-purpose liquid on the back like this. And I want to position it right here. Now actually I got the idea for this card directly out of the annual catalog. So when you all run out of ideas, don't panic. Go to the catalog. That's what it's for. The catalog has fantastic ideas to see and look and kind of get you inspired. If you get kind of in a card slump, go to the annual catalog. Sometimes I just go and look at it. Just sit down with it and look at it and decide what I want to do. Because sometimes, even though you're using it with a different stamp set, you can get a great idea. So I want to put that one there. Now, the next one is our Grapefruit Grove, right there. And I'm going to put it flat. I just wanted one of them to pop up and kind of catch your attention when they open the card. Now, don't forget to send your cards, guys. That is so important. We are card makers, and we are kind of like rays of sunshine. And I think with all going on in the world right now, we need some rays of sunshine. So all those beautiful cards you make, don't hoard them. Send them. Send them to your friends. Send them, because people will enjoy them. Don't ever think that, underestimate the power of your handmade card and how much someone would appreciate receiving it in the mail. So don't ever do that. Just for sure you want to send them. I've been trying to send out multiple cards per week. So that is I've had some comments too. I had someone call me and say, I'm so glad that you sent that. I've been feeling so down. I had no idea they were dealing with some depression and some issues. So that was great. So that worked out perfectly that I sent those. So don't forget to do that, guys. It is so important that we support people and send them just a sweet little card. Doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to take you 5 hours to finish it. It just needs to be a card that's thoughtful. I think people appreciate that. So we're going to put this on right there. Now, I think it's cute just like that, but the catalog gave me a great idea to put a little heart. So this is, that's my bat stamp. That's not a heart. I have a little hearts punch here, right here. And I think this came in maybe a celebration catalog last year. And I always save my basic shapes, guys. Always. Because you can use them on so many things. So I always save my basic shapes. So let's cut this out really quick. That's out. And what we're going to do is put a dot of it. Just right like this. And we're going to put it right on this balloon. Just for some interest there. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to tie a bow. And let me find my ribbon right here. We're going to tie a bow. Now this is a small bow. Very small because it's going to go right on that heart. What I do is you get your ribbon out and you make a loop. And you make another loop just like this. And you tie your loops like this. You just pull it through and you tie your loop. There you go. Now you pull your ends to make the bow actually smaller. So we want this to be a small bow. So you just pull your ends in, small like this. And just look at it there. Okay, I want it to be a tiny bit smaller. I just adjust that. Got my loop. So there you go. That's actually done. See how quick and easy that was? Okay. Now, because I don't even take it off the row because I save money doing that. So take your mini dots. Pull it back like this. Put your ribbon on there and it will pull off the mini dot. Take it over to where you want your mini dot, which I want it right there. And I think my tails are a little bit long, so I'm going to shorten them, just like that. And there you go, guys. Look at that cute little card we created together in just a few minutes. Again, this is above the clouds, and isn't it pretty? What great idea this is. So I wanted to share this with you. I hope everyone has a great day. Be sure and click my link below and subscribe to me and send me your email address. I'd love to put you on my email list, guys. I hope everyone has a great day. Don't forget to send cards. Bye.